right, welcome back. Let's talk about P Square's Paul, RudeBoy. You know that guy? Paul, the half of the second half of the twin brother P Square. You know, he's been getting dragged by the feminists on social media for ever since his first marriage broke up. I'm gonna do a quick shout out again to him and his wife, ex-wife. The way they did that, and it was all quiet, and they're raising their children, co-parenting. I just found out today that some men actually resent the term co-parenting. They said it's a Gen Z woke westernized idea. Why? Because they resent the idea that women have the ability to actually dump them. I said that's quite hard. They resent that women have the choice and the option to dump them at will if it's no longer valuable to them. And one of the things that women will say to themselves is like, hey, we can co-parent in peace. We don't have to be together if I no longer want to be in the marriage. Well, nothing that's true. That's actually a truth. People would like to call a spade a spade. Why is that not the truth? That people actually have the option to actually dump anybody or ghost anybody at will. Now, with choices and options comes consequences, as I said earlier on. As long as everybody is willing to face the consequences of the choices they make, right? Then it's okay. But if somebody doesn't want to be with me personally, it hurts. It hurts. Rejection hurts. Rejection breeds obsessions. It's obsessions. Rejection breeds obsession. It will hurt. It will take a minute to get over it. But honestly, knowing what I know, I probably don't want to be with them too. But rejection breeds obsession. So I will have questions like, why is it that you don't want to be with me? That will be the first natural knee-jerk reaction answer or answers or conclusion, right? Something is wrong. It's the devil. It is the enemy. Actually, the only real life conclusion is that they don't want to be with you. And I know that hurts. For whatever reasons, usually those reasons have been built over time. But anyway, today we're talking about Paul. So Paul, the wife left him. He found a way. He did something. They settled. He moved on from a 47-year-old man. How old is Paul? To a 25, 24-year-old girl. How old is Paul RudeBoy? Let me find out. He's 43 years old. Sorry, I exaggerated. He's 43 years old. And he's with this young Ola Tux young lady, 25. We just had a baby, not too long ago. They got married and, they're doing their thing. So he's in his second marriage. From the outlook of things, from the public standpoint, I don't see anything wrong. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with somebody moving on and getting married to whoever they want to get married to. But what happened? Why are we talking about them today? Again, the feminists are dragging him by the blockers. Okay? By the blockers. Shout out to Nato who shared the meaning of blockers with me once upon a time. Was it Nato or Chi? Somebody. Anyway, so they were dragging him. I'm gonna pull up the post right now. All right, so he posted this video right here. I actually found the actual video. Posted this beautiful video. Figure 8. Imagine figure 8. Hopefully I don't need to. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna need to refresh before the next segment. That's okay. So he posted this particular picture right here. Let me see, make it bigger so you guys can see. Yeah. This beautiful picture of the wife. What's her name? Ivy Ifeoma. Okay. This is the actual post. Happy 25th birthday. Hold on 1 second. Happy 25th birthday to my sweetest and most beautiful, my Ifeoma, my love, my wifey, my angel, my one and only. God's favor as always. I love you, my ayoyo. What does ayoyo mean? Chinye. What does that mean? Anyway, I'm looking at this long text here. I wonder what this long text is for. Let me see. RudeBoy, people have the right to speak out even if their words are critical and not fully verified. And threatening someone for exercising this right is completely unacceptable. You're targeting this lady because she lives in Nigeria. Okay. What lady are they talking about? Let me find out. So there was this post here. Let me show you. Okay, not this post, but this post. So under the post, a person posted, raped, coerced, their domestic help. She's the help. How could she say no? Plus, she was most likely way younger. Okay, so they're referring to how he got this young girl, 25 years old now, right? She must have been, what, 23 at the time? A 23-year-old woman is a grown woman. Ladies, write this down somewhere where you can see it. A 23-year-old woman is, in fact, a woman. Okay? So when it gets to some point, you have to just look at some things as fact. It's just what it is. But this person is also right. You're a public figure. It is what it is. You know, you're going to get attacked every now and then. Even if you married a 43-year-old woman, you will still get attacked. And someone like him should be used to that. So somebody said, what the hell? Another person, the same Alaji Oyose, when he was found out, he sent his wife and sister-in-law at the time out of the house. Very nyama nyama. Okay, so they are trying to tell us something. There might be more to this story. You never know. Okay. But from what I remember, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the wife filed for divorce. Let me see something here. Solomon Bucci said, even if the divorce papers add these details, how do you speak about acquisitions you cannot prove? Do you guys understand the weight of speaking this way? I pray RudeBoy deals with her. Of course, they will attack Solomon Bucci now. People are always waiting for Solomon Bucci anyway. Anyway, so that's the story so far. Now, some other, okay, this is what they are responding to. RudeBoy say, I hardly reply, but you see this one, Chubby Diva. If you like, go private. Let me see who Chubby Diva is. Yeah, that's the Alaji Ayo person. Okay. Say, Chubby Diva, if you like, go private. Leave X. I will find you. I will use every necessary means, power, resources, and money. You will face the law. I will use you to set an example. Scapegoat. Your only way out is to leave the surface of this earth and relocate to space. To everyone that brought my attention to her tweet, thank you. All right. So that's the response. And this was how singer Paul Okoye celebrates his wife, Ivy. This is what they were responding to. Okay, so a man is celebrating his wife. You claim to know the background story of how they got together, and then you say something that you can't prove. It is all fair. If they make you face the law, it is what it is. Anyway, let me see here. What else? No, not yet. Not yet. We're not going to Juju yet. Let me see here. Okay, look at this video. You see this video? I guess the surprise video. All right. So what I want to do is I want to go into this comment to see what they're saying. You can't get evidence for grape, Sha, except there's camera or someone else witnessed it. Okay, so once we say that, we're supposed to just believe it happened, right? Exactly, right? That's the sad reality that victims live in. It is a sad reality. But again, who started this fight? This particular fight we're looking at. I mean, I guess you can argue the perpetrator of an offense. You can't prove. Okay, I think we should allow the law to handle it. I just hope there's sudden divine judgment on grapists. Okay, good one. When a rich kirikiri, please maintain this energy. Somebody said 10 toes behind who and who are you? Nigerian feminists are doing what the opposite of feminism is, and it's sad. Well, I can understand the lashback from the experiences of women, ages past, old, centuries into the past. But again, at some point in a society that we all want to live in, where we have sons that may have youthful exuberance sometimes, find themselves in the wrong environment, God forbid. And then we're going to use our solutions to create bigger problems. I don't know where this is going. You go stand 10 toes for kirikiri, no worry. So, of course, not only men, many women in Nigeria does have internalized misogyny. Many women will probably kick back against this. But personally, I'm just a little bit flabbergasted. I'm confused in terms of this kind of topics. I don't know where this is going, where a bunch of chickens, lost-edged chickens, will run around rampant, throw accusations anyhow, talk anyhow. Even when they talk on the internet, they don't know how to talk some. They don't know how to be respectful to the people they're talking to. They basically just group everybody together and they are super disrespectful. I wonder what social media is going to look like 5 to 10 years from now. For me personally, I simply don't engage. If I notice you don't know how to talk, I don't engage. Okay? To the extent that some even consider it cowardice. I'm fine, I'm okay with that. I just have too much to lose. It's not worth my time. But most people don't think that way. Most people say, no, you must tell the truth. The truth must be told. And reality is that I'm watching many of them crash out when they engage people that have nothing to lose. So I don't know. Let's see. I think they aren't referring to the wife. They are referring to the maid. Oh no, they're not. Oh, I don't know. But they're also insinuating that he's getting with young girls or something like that, right? Who are they talking about? They were under the comment anyway. I will get to the root of the story later on. But anyway, if you're going to throw accusations like that, just know that it's going to come with forces. There's going to be a lot of bumps in the road. Even if the goal is to catch a real criminal. Okay. I think that, okay. Did you mean he's a weirdo? Mario said he's a weirdo. Okay. I don't know. If you see the story, please post it in the backstage. Okay. I thought they were talking about the from obviously from the little I can see here, it looks like they were talking about that she used to be a house help. Okay. Now he threw the wife out. Okay. Like I said earlier in the beginning of this segment, it looks like they're trying to tell us something that somebody knows. But again, if you're going to do that, make sure you have proof, because we actually live in a society where there are laws. Even in Nigeria, there are laws, and you have to be willing to face the laws. Okay. Somebody says, see, as she narrated the story like a member of their family. So this is what they're talking about. Let me see here. There's another one I'm looking for. Hold on one second. Okay, so Uloma, this Uloma person said, sleeping with your domestic staff. This is what you were talking about. So I've never read it anywhere that Ifeoma was a domestic staff. So you're probably right, Marriott. Sleeping with the domestic staff is inherently coercive, no matter how you put it. For consent to be freely given, it must exist without power imbalances, dependence, or fear of repercussions. For me personally, I think I would like to wait for victims to actually say something. I know it's not perfect, okay? But it's the same way that it's not perfect on the other flip side, where anybody can claim, because remember, nobody has equal power anywhere. Anybody can claim, hey, I have less power, so I'm just going to sue you. That's why they have courts, where people can go and prove their cases, okay? For me personally, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's healthy for anybody to be speaking for victims ahead of the victims. But again, I don't have the full story. But this person is talking a little bit more generic. I'm just going with the generic statement I'm looking at. So for consent to be freely given, it must exist without power imbalances, dependence, or fear of repercussions. Even between the genders, this statement is true. So that cannot defile the statement in itself. Even between two genders in our society, in a patriarchy society, there's power imbalances oftentimes. So that cannot throw everybody in the same box. So it's dangerous, is my point. You ninjas and your daddies are faking predators, and you need to hear it. Men don't like the suggestion that engaging in sexual relationships with subordinates is inherently shaped by power dynamics that render consent cohesive, because it strips away the gray areas that allow them to hide behind the nonsense. I didn't force our excuse. Another person says, I just want Ayo, the intelligent and committed feminist and community builder, the chubby diva, to know that this is all pedestrian noise. Many of us are 10 toes behind her. And then this person's account says, this is a feminist account. Do not follow. I repeat, do not follow. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm just watching it. I do understand the dynamics of both sides of this argument. And I just happen to have sons and a daughter. We shall see. Let me come to the chat. You guys have anything to say after this? Leave your comments, your chats. I have no opinions on this. Just be careful when you bring this into your personal relationships. That's all I'm going to tell you on this platform. When you bring these issues into your personal relationships, be careful. If you have unhealed trauma, talk to someone. Seek help. Seek help. Because everybody in your way is going to collect if you don't seek help, including you yourself. Seek help if you need help, okay? If you've gone through some very traumatic experience in the past, I'm sorry, but seek help. Seek help, because I think life is still worth living. I understand that some of those experiences are so traumatic that it feels somehow, some way, and a lot of people are just moving with they're just vindictive. The goal, the objective is pure vindictive, not to build our society. Seek help, because some people actually wait until they have children before they calm down, and that's not fair, because you need to equip yourself. The best time to equip yourself is in the beginning. The next best time is now. Hit like, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you are notified when we go live. I'll be right back. It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.